Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, my question is for the Premier. Despite the Minister of Education's assertion last week that every student who needs food in schools gets food in schools, we continue to hear concerns from parents and teachers about the children without enough to eat in schools across this province. A teacher from Dartmouth told us that at their school, they do everything they can to support members of the community, and that teachers and support staff, and this happens all across the province, bring in food, extra clothes, they purchase hygiene supplies. This all comes out of their own pockets to the children they can identify. Does the Premier agree with the Minister that all children in Nova Scotia have access to healthy, nutritious food in schools?
The Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And of course, I remember very well the exchange last week where the leader of the NDP used unparliamentary language and refused to apologize for this House, despite being asked 5 times to apologize. I remember the exchange very well, Madam Speaker, when the leader of the NDP had to leave the chamber because of the language that she was using and her own actions in this chamber. I remember that very well. And I also remember what precipitated that discussion. And I want to assure the member and all Nova Scotians that the work that the Minister of Education is doing to support teachers, to support children, to support families is work that I'm very proud of. There's more work to be done, of course, but I want to thank the Minister and all those teachers who step up for students, for Nova Scotians, and they do it in a way that is respectful, not like we saw in this chamber last week.
NDP on their second supplementary.
My question to the Premier was whether he stood behind the Minister's statement that I took issue with, and I didn't get an answer, but I'll move to the next one. Last year, the Auditor General reported that some students would not eat for the entire day if the school did not provide them with food. That's a quote. Right now, if a child is going hungry at school, they have to put their hand up and ask for food. A barrier that we know prevents many hungry children from seeking help and underscores the importance of a universal program. This makes it abundantly clear that not all children who need food are getting it. Does the Premier believe that hungry children should have to ask for food in school?
The Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And just in respect of the first part, I just want to assure the member that not only do I stand behind the Minister, I stand beside the Minister, and where necessary, I will stand in front of the Minister and to protect her and her department against the types of allegations that people sometimes make. The Minister and the department are doing incredible work to support students. There is more work to be done. Our teachers in this province go above and beyond every single day to support students. I'm not aware of any teacher or school that would have a policy that would ask a student to put their hand up and ask for food. If that's a situation happening in classrooms, then that is not acceptable. But what I would say I'm aware of is breakfast programs across this province. I'm aware of students being supported every day by teachers, and those are the teachers that I stand with.
The Honourable Leader of the NDP on their final supplementary.
The Premier stands with the Minister, but does he believe that children in Nova Scotia who need access to healthy food get it? Food bank usage across the province is rising, up 27% this year alone. 1/3 of Nova Scotians accessing food supports are children. 1/3. And the impact of this is seen daily in our schools. Another teacher told us simply that they are seeing more and more students throughout the entire school population come to school hungry. Can the Premier tell us when every child who needs food in school will actually get it?
The Honourable Premier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And we know the struggles that Nova Scotians and Canadians and around the world that people are feeling for sure. This is putting incredible pressures on families. That's why, as a government, we've worked to increase the Nova Scotia child benefit. We've done that in each of our last 2 budgets, increase that child benefit. That's why we're working to reduce the child care fees. That's why we're working to to enhance the supports available to foster families. That's why we're investing in new children's tax credits for families. Of course, there is more work to be done. Nobody in this House, nobody in any community, no Nova Scotian I know would be satisfied with a child being hungry. That's not something that we accept. We work to do the best we can, Madam Speaker, and we'll continue to do that.